down. Well, let us do this way. I'm already 10 minutes late, and according to my schedule, I have to finish the course. There are two alternatives with you, either do it or don't. Rest is up to God, right? You want to listen to me? I'm a good man. You want to listen to yourself? You are all good. If we do not know how you use our goodness, we are nothing. If you do not know to invoke and initiate your own goodness, you are a bill of a garbage. And every human life is like that. There's no concession to it. If I tell you that I'll make you great, I'll only tell you and lie to you because I need money. Simple thing. I make my own money and I'm fine, I don't need yours. And you don't need mine. If I tell you I want to give you wisdom, then I accept you are foolish. It's very foolish on my part to accept you are foolish. Because the same God made you, same God made me. If God made you foolish, it is His divinity. If He made me foolish, it is His reality. There's no need of discussion. You have been betrayed by religion, and every religion man is going to betray you. And this has been going on for centuries, and it will go on for other centuries. In religion, to find your own reality, that's the truth. In religion, to find God is a lie. Because God is within you. So I'll say, you find God, you will try, you can't find, I know. So you'll come to me, give me $600, I'll find it for you. This BS is going on for centuries, and it will go on. And nobody can help it, and nobody can understand it. Simple, question is simple. Andron khali, pay swali, andron parya, parvan chadya. 4 lines can decide everything. Inside you are empty, you are always begging for help. If you inside fulfilled, you are perfect. Now, you who are in search of God, you are made with 10 trillion cells. 10 trillion cells. That's what your body is. Doesn't matter what your height is, or how wide you are, how many poundage you have. Your constitution basically is on 5 elements and 10 trillion cells. Each cell lives by 3 elements, electron, neutron, protons. So 30 trillion gods dance in you all the time. Now, what the hell is going on? With 30 trillion God within us, we are finding a God. What happened is, religion was a necessity. It was a way of life, to find God, to find self within us. What we started doing is finding outside. So what are you going to find outside? You're not going to find anything. Because in the beginning, there's nothing but you. In the middle, there's nothing but you. In the end, there's nothing but you. God made you. You didn't make yourself. So having any misunderstanding that you are you is the greatest weakness for you. God who rotates the earth can take care of your routine if you let it be. All religions are based on 2 things, to be, not to be. When Nanak came, he said, what is this? They say it is to be, not to be. He said, what? He said, don't you hear us? He said, what? to be, not to be. You say, oh, really? They say, yeah. Good deeds, divine. Bad deeds, sin. They say, huh? What is in you which is alive? Atma, soul. You say, what is the part of it? Paramatma, God. So part of God lives in you, right? So if you do bad deeds, who does it? If you do good deeds, who does it? He said, then where is to be, not to be? They said, what do you say? He said, let it be. And that was a fight. A man or a woman who's insecure is unhappy. I can't change it, you can't change it, nobody can change it. There's no medicine for it. You become psychotic, you go to a psychiatrist, he finds your mood hyper, he'll give you a pill to bring you down. If he feels you depressed, he gives you a pill to go up. So what? You are a yo-yo. You go up, you go down, you go up, you go down. It's very difficult to understand something very, very simple. God is a totality, a reality, and individuality. You are willing to understand it's a totality, it is a reality, but you do not understand it is individuality. If you do not see God in all, you do not see God at all. You have to decide it. I can't decide it for you, neither I have come here to decide it for you. But all I know is the spirit of the soul is dormant. If the dormant spirit is awakened, self is achieved. If self is achieved, man is positive. I have seen in our people, those who do not do sadhana, after a while fall apart. People say to me, sir, I say, yeah, I meditated that day for 2 hours. I was in a bliss. I saw heavens and I saw God, I saw light. And you know what I say? Shit. Because it's a lie. It never happens. Never happens. When you meditate, all the shit hits the fan, subconscious is released. You are never in a worse conscious state than meditation. Never. You can't. Otherwise, this is not a meditation. You're lying to yourself. You're wasting 2 hours. And I say, by the way, where you work? Oh, I work in that accounts branch. What you get? $20 an hour. I say, oh, $40 extra time, late night, $80 loss. Double time. The person is in bliss. Now, what should I say? There is no such thing that meditation is a bliss. Meditation is a brain cleaning of subconscious garbage so it may not come to the conscious mind. Meditation is to control the unconscious so she not overtake the conscious, so you may not pass out driving a car. I am a king, I will have my own jet. You know, Air Force One belongs to me. And then your car hits the wall. Ah! Now, is that meditation? Or you start chanting mantra, the whole neighborhood knows somebody's barking and you call it meditation. I mean, what are you doing? But you know, we men of God, the holy men, we live off your money, so we make some things to make fool of you. Actually, you are all fools to trust and believe and pay your hard-earned money. In my case, you have already paid, so I'm safe. That's why in Kundalini Yoga, itarashtam tatragashyam, first you pay, then you are served. It's never based on you pay later. Because I have realized after so many years teaching, this yoga is so spontaneous, so hard, and so tough. Majority of people don't have discipline to do it. So I think they made it a rule. I never understood why in everything else God works by His ways. Here, I have to see it. When I started in America teaching, people were very poor. And they were not in a place to come to my class. So I used to have two types of people, young people and these Hollywood stars. Hollywood star will pay $400-500 without even asking. They will leave it under my seat. So what I do next day, I take a lot of money and take a lot of change and throw it in the parking lot. So somebody say, I can't pay. I said, go pick it up outside. So it was $1.50 a class then, so there were many $1.50s there, so they will get in. That did me a favor. All this Hollywood ran away. They couldn't stand hippies by their side. One sign of a false person is he cannot see the soul of another person. Hatred comes to those who do not see the soul. Insecurity comes to soul who do not see the light of God. And pain comes to those who do not accept the ownership of God as this word is. There are very simple rules of life. So, I got rid of all these stars and these rich people, and I end up with these small, little people. Look what I've done. Now I'm teaching psychologists, because psychologists, a person comes with a problem, they say, yeah, you seem to be right. No, say further, yeah, good. That sounds right. Go deeper and just see, is it something you really want to say? Yeah. I think rest we talk next week. Time is over. $120 for and we'll talk next week. No? What you can do? What is this? So it's a going on process. You can stop, I can stop, but I'll try to do what I have to do and you have to do what you have to do. So I presume you are ready for the class. That's what I was told. Normally these days I don't run around and teach because my health doesn't permit. But this happened to be a chance. I have to pass through New York, and I promised you before sickness, and now I recovered, so I want to keep my word. Lucky we are as many as we are, that's enough. It will good. So, I don't want you to like this class, I don't want you to like me, I don't want to feel convinced you're going to get God through me, nothing, but one thing is you're going to go through a heck of a time. That is sure. But somehow if you 100% survive, you may later on like it. So folks, I have to do what I have to do, and you have to do what you have to do. If we do it together, we'll have definite result. If we don't, blame yourself. So, it's a factual thing. We are creating a sound negative to cross through the vocal meridian point of the medulla to get to the operative part of the brain to bring in us understanding of word totality. is a process you will go through. And just stick with it. And let us see, it happens or it doesn't. If it doesn't happen, you didn't do it right. If it happens, I did it right. So, all right. Take these two fingers, lock these two fingers. Nine. You see? And lock these two fingers and open these two fingers, these two, and make it 60 degree. Right here. And that is right here. Left, 60 degree, and is pinky and ring finger. This is first and the central finger. You understand? Right is first finger and the second. All we are doing is connecting the energy. When we lock these two and we open this, means Jupiter and Saturn we are opening. And when we lock these, it means Sun and Mercury we are opening. That's all it is. It's a very subtle situation. Angle has to be 60 degree, so you can very well understand. Because your nervous system is controlled by your armpit. You do not know the importance of it. You put that sure and log it up, every sickness you are inviting. Because armpits are meant to sweat and stink. These are two stinking pits of the body. And they release all the body garbage through smell and sweat. But you don't like it. Rather eating not junk food and living clear, you have found a wax kind of thing. I'm dry. Yeah, you're going to dry dead, don't worry. You spend money on being dry dead, what should I tell you? I don't have to tell you anything. Go ahead. All right, set, be in the posture, please. Look at the tip of your nose, please. And very slowly breathe in. Breathe in. And breathe in and hold. When you cannot hold and you want to breathe out, breathe through the tip of the tongue and utter Wa, Wa, He Guru, till your navel point try to touch the spine. All right? Inhale deep. I'll time you for a while. Hold tight. When you hold tight, let the energy flow, don't worry about it. And breathe out. Don't you look like Tibetan monks? That's what they do. Inhale deep, 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 deep. Hold tight. Let it go. Up to the last breath. Come on. Inhale deep now. Hold tight. Let it go. Inhale deep. Hold it. Holding is very important. This allows the prana to proceed in every part of the being. Speaking is powerful because that will give you effectiveness through your words. Inhale will give you health and long life. There are three parts to this. 60 angle will eliminate all possibility that your body may not feel pressured. Let it go. Immediately inhale, hold tight. There will be pressure on the arm, on elbows, on the muscles, tremendous. That is very good. Painful, but good. Stick with it. Let it go. Inhale deep again. Deep, hold it. Concentrate on the tip of the nose. If the optical nerve is stretched out that way, you will not be blind in your life. Simple thing, simple formula, no big deal. Let it go. Inhale deep. Just remember, arms will hurt, that means your nervous system is not in balance. Otherwise, there's no reason arm to hurt. But keeping it that way is pressuring the body to bring the health and the balance together, that's all. It's not there to punish you, it is just to make you strong. Let it go. Inhale deep. Hold it tight. In the beginning there was a word was with God and word was God. Concentrate the words you are going to speak and speak with the breath when you have to, and that gives you power over others to speak the truth and win friends. Let it go. Relax. That was preamble done for a few minutes to stimulate your nervous system, and you are nervous. I do not know there is shortage of B12 in you, or you eat too much junk food. Normally, when the body is done this way and the angle is this way, 60 degree, like that I am doing, I am older than many of you, but I can correctly do it and I can stabilize myself. I know within 1 or 2 minutes there will be pain, and then pain will be gone and it will be stabilized like a stone. If you don't do that and you can't stabilize, it means simple, that your parasympathetic nerve system is gone bad. That means you will block down, bog down, fog down in your thinking, in your actions. You will flip a lot in your life. This guarantees that system flows through you, because your system is you. If your system fails you, everything from outside is not going to help you. You might be thinking, I'm not doing it, therefore I'm just teaching you. No. I can tell you I have perfected it. There's nothing to it. What happens to you? Why are you blaming me? Why are you blaming anybody else? Don't you understand your food is not right, your exercise is not right, and your nourishment is not right? Because of three basic faults, your nervous system is not in balance. Nervous system is our electric magnetic field. It carries our electron message between our thinking, motor, action, brain, body, muscles. If that is out of gear, then we live a life, but we don't enjoy it. You eat food, we are not fulfilled. We sleep, we are tired. We have 6-bedroom apartment, we are itchy. We have God, we have synagogue, we have church, we have Gurdwara, we have everything. We are holy men, we read everything, we meditate, and we are insecure. Why? Because our nervous system is not ours. It freaks. When a nervous system freaks, we flip. When we flip, mistake happens. Action has a reaction, equal and opposite, and action follows, and the reaction follows. Then we start covering our reactions, and that's how we waste our life. We feel empty because we do not achieve what we want to achieve. Because I have seen nobody wants to be wrong. Nobody wants to be miserable. Nobody wants to be a thief. Nobody wants to be a liar. Nobody wants to be cheap. Nobody. Everybody wants to be beautiful, bountiful, and blissful. Everybody. I have not met one person. I have dealt with criminal words also. And I say, what you did? He says, oh God, I don't know, it happened. I know why things happen. You flip. Because when your intelligence and consciousness do not work, but when your subconscious and your intelligence work, you are very negative. When your unconscious intelligence work, you are very depressed. If your conscious and intuition doesn't work, you are hopeless. You have no hope for your future. You are never going to trust anybody. How can you trust anybody? You don't trust yourself. What's wrong with that? It's okay. When I came to America 22 years ago, they told me, do this, do that. I said, I have not come in America to do anything, and I shall not do. If I do, I'll be do-doing. So I don't want to do-do. I'm not going to do a thing. What will happen to you? Well, God's earth, God has planet, and God has a plan. God will work it out. A trial came in my life. I'm telling you my own life. A woman came, brought me a corporation, sole corporation, $18 million deposit, 6.25% interest, permanent. A house, a car, a staff. I asked the attorney what I have to do. There were 2 places, they were marked, I have to sign. Papers were already signed. I said, what else I have to do? Oh, she wants to be initiated by you. I said, she already initiated. Why should I have to initiate? Oh, what is the matter? You put your hand on her, it's done. I say, I never lie. I'm not going to lie to her. There was a very great disciple of mine. He said, I worked 1 month on it. God, sir, just said, you are blessed. I said, I'm not going to bless her. It's terrible. Do you know with the money what you can do? I said, nothing. I can tell you what I can do with this money. I'll go lazy. I won't work. I'll be crippled. I'll have no happiness. And I'll betray myself. And it's the first time I'm going to do it. I'm not going to do it. What do you mean? I said, we take an oath as teachers. I'm not a woman, I'm not a man, I'm not a person, I'm not myself, I'm a teacher. This is our oath. Now for this money, I'm initiating her. If she's not worthy enough to initiate herself, I shall not initiate. And that's the rule, I'll follow. All right, sir, you don't have to initiate. All you have to say is, I love you. I say, I don't. What's wrong in saying you tell everybody I love you? That's me and God. But this is a particular person. Now it's a one-to-one conversation. What I say to one-to-one, I have to deliver. If I say I love you, I have to. And I don't, I'm not going to say it. But you lose all this money. I say, I want to. Why? I said, now I know I am worth $18 million. Now I know I can earn it too. Let this money go. Let her go. I'm not going to initiate. I'm not going to bless her. I'm not going to tell her I love her. Well, it's an opportunity. I say, yeah, it's an opportunity for me to work. I don't understand your philosophy. I say, understand this. Kaal khaye, kuch hathon de, Nanak sach pachane se. Those who work with the sweat of their brow, earn and give others in the name of blessing for them are those who know the truth. I'm not going to take this money from her. I never took it. She's still here in America. I'm still in America. I talk about it and she hears it and she gets angry. And she says, I'm a woman. One day you will. And one day I became very American. I say, over my dead body. When you take from something, from somebody, you forget what comes with it. You take somebody's money, you also take vibrations with it. You take desire and wishes with it. You take destiny and projection with it. You take lot with it. You overburden your own self with other people's problem, whereas you can't solve yours. That's why mostly you become obnoxious. Not that you want to, because you are never you. I wish if you are you, then see how happy, wonderful, marvelous life is. What will happen to me? Where I'm going to go? How I'm going to pass tomorrow? When you were born, there was a nurse There was a milk. You came naked. First thing you say, "Ah!" Remember that day? Somebody cleaned you, loved you, hugged you, put diapers around you, turned her blood into milk to survive you. And today you say, you are not going to live. जब दांत न थे तो दूध दिया, जब दांत दिए तो अन्न न देगा. When you never have teeth, he gave you milk. When he given you teeth, he won't give you food. But sometimes you go hungry. Why? Because you are never you. You are always somebody else. Sometimes you are competing, sometimes you are comparing, sometimes you are running, sometimes you are... I don't know what you do. But you're never home. Alice doesn't live here anymore. That's what all is. You don't even introduce yourself, I am the light of God. Never. Whenever you introduce yourself, I am divine. You are scared to say so. Is it true? Have you told each other, I am divine, I am a living truth, I am kind, compassionate, merciful, I live in the wonder of God. Have you ever said so? What do you know about God? Nothing. God is your public relation. It feels good to talk about God. Actually, when you talk about God, you talk about yourself. Because you don't love yourself, therefore you don't talk about God. God is nothing else but you. You are not going to find God from anywhere, doesn't matter what you try, you are going to find God inside you. You go to a psychic, right? $120 appointment. You are staying here from those hands, and I feel that your soul is longing and trying to reach all what you had. You know, for this BS you pay $100-some, and you come out, I met a psychic. Psychic told me this and this. You don't even hear what he said. First of all, how beautiful he looked when he went this. Is it human? Oh no, spirits come through him. If spirits come like that, let us all do it. It may be a good exercise. Can we become psychics for a minute? All right. No, it is exercise, you're going to do it. Wait, I'm not making a fool of you, I'm trying to tell you what to do. It's a yogic exercise, it's very hard. Pressure your nose first. Watch my movements. You have to do it. First, pressurize your nose. You understand? You will set in a second. You don't understand? You will see. Watch this. Just do but I have a practice, you don't, but you have to practice this. No. Listen, you will enjoy it when you finish, but it looks hard. Idda and Pingala, then you control the sides of it, and then you immediately take your shoulder back and do that, and you will feel Shushmana for a 1/100th of a second. You will. Should I do it again? Will you watch it now? No, don't listen. For God's sake, I have come here for a special course, and I have teach you. But idea is to share with you. I don't teach with anything. And I don't teach what I don't practice. And I don't teach what I don't know. Because I'm not a philosophy is selling nonsense, I know what works. All right? Now, watch me. See? Upper lip. In my beard you can't see it, but it goes like this. It's called miserable posture. And you will feel miserable. Oh, look, this is not untrue. But when you do it like this, and then you do like this, you'll feel, for a second, 1/100th of a second, what bliss we talk about. All right? It is an exercise which has never been taught ever. It's a part of the science of yoga called partahar. It's called synchronization. That word Krishna means ka-e-shuna. When the entire universe comes to zero, shuna means the tip, the just one full stop. It's called shunya. Kar means ekonkar, the total creation. Kar-e-shunya. Two words put together become Krishna. And we say Krishna, 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 Krishna. Krishna doesn't mean anything. He was one king in India at one time. When you say Rama, 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 it means Ra-e-ma. The one who created Ra means sun, Ma means moon. The creator of sun and moon. These two sounds have a vibration. Rama is a word. Krishna is a word. But with the understanding. But in old days, everything is God's. Whatever we want people to do, we scared them. If you don't do it, you're going to go to hell. So nobody wants to go to hell. We make people do things. Now, you understand? Will you do it? Ready? Now it has 3 stages. And I'll count the number. And you will steady yourself in that. One is the Idda and Pingla, the nose. Like this. See the face? And then you will pull lower chin in, again, and speak. There's the tension there. And then this, and then that. And then like this. All right? 1, 2, 3, shoulders 4, and 5th is like that. Okay? Give your nervous system a chance, you can understand it. It's not a bad idea. They do it all for $100. You are doing it after paying $100. Let's have a change. Let us become psychic for a minute. Now, the nose, first see, you can do it. Lower lip down, eyes down, pull your lower. And then lower jaw, 7th vagus nerve, you have to touch and control. So you pull that in, down. And then immediately you pull your shoulders up and synchronize and let it go. And then be like that. Okay? Now, 1, 2. Not shoulder yet. This is, I knew. You're so fast. You're already psychics. Now, 1 is the central part. 2nd is the cheeks and the lower tight part. 3rd is the shoulder. And 4th is the release. And 5th is looking, eyes closed, like you're looking in an infinity. All right? Now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One. Nose, nose, nose. Upper lip and nose pull down. 2. Cheeks and chin tight. 3. Shoulders. Tight, tight. Pull the vagus nerve in tight. 4. 5. Now ready. 1 should be right that you will have fun of it. 1. upper lip and nose pull downwards. 2, cheeks and lower jaw. 7th vagus nerve you have to touch. 3, tight shoulders, tight, God, make it like steel. 4, 5. You are getting there, don't worry. 1, nose and upper lip tight pulled down. 2, side cheeks and shoulder, lower jaw. 3, shoulders tight. 4, 5. Now if you read all the yoga books, you will never find a line more than that. Partahar is a partahar. Whosoever does it enjoys it. That's the partahar. Partahar is a science of synchronization from totality to zero. And then it is from zero to infinity. You understand that? So there's a moment in your life when you meditate, when you vibrate, and that is within yourself. And that's for yourself, that's not for anybody. If you do not know to vibrate within yourself for yourself, you shall never know how to live happy. You know why these psychics do this? Once they do it, they reach a stage of endurance. Then they feel free to say whatever they want and get away with it. It requires guts to tell somebody whatever you feel like, whether they know it or not. And they become professional. It's a part of Partahar. The first you synchronize yourself, bring yourself to zero, then you can expand to infinity. Do you understand? Partahar is a part of yoga which never has been explained in any book. It has never been taught, nobody understands, but it's this big part of the scripture, this part, this big, this long. If you go through it, you say, oh my God, what I'm up to. Now, this one you're doing is angle. This is your left hand, put it like this. This is your right hand, put it like this. Angle it so correct, it should come in straight line. Angle it. Just angle it, just angle it. Look at the tip of the nose. We'll play the tape. You have not to say one thing. Look at the tip of your nose and keep yourself in this angle, that's all. Your body metabolism will go through changes. Angsang Vaiguru, put that. Your body will go through a heavy metabolism changes. Please allow your body to heal you. Just angle it. Left wide open straight, right wide open straight in angle 60 degrees. Stretch it out, don't bother. If there is a little bit tension in the nervous system, it will heal and it will heal you all. Look at the tip of your nose. Locks your optical nerve. Concentrate on your ears and listen. inner ear hammer bone is working. Concentrate on your inner ear. Be steady. Or pretend to be steady. Entering an area where your brain is producing anti-pain excretion. Please give your brain a chance to remove from your body a perpetual, constant pain. You are entering a pain zone. It shall be continuous for another 3 minutes. All we have to do is 11 minutes and Kriya will change after 3 minutes. We want the brain to secrete that way. Steadily let it happen. There is 1 minute more left. Lower hand goes upper and upper goes lower. Slowly, slowly, you're too quick. You are going to be one day a big man. Learn now. Steady, steady, steady. Endure, you can cure. Develop endurance. That body creates its bio rhythm by itself. Give it a chance. It's a matter of giving your own body a chance to create its own harmonious rhythm between its left hemisphere and right hemisphere. Very slowly and steadily change hands. Lower goes upper and upper goes lower. Very slowly, slowly. You are now in control. Pain is not. It may start that you feel somewhere in the body there is a hurt. It is where you have to concentrate. Consult your personal medical doctor. But let the hemisphere bring out as much healing it can. Chin in, chest out, spine straight. We have 3 more minutes, out of it we have 2 more to go. Steady, steady, take your shoulders, put your neck on it. Be yourself. You know, this is a self-trial. It's not something else can do for you. Okay, now bring your both hands to a normal level. Both equal. Both equal, palms up. Balance. Balance. And start breath of fire. Now this is a pure self-healing. With the strength of the navel, please breathe. Heal, heal, heal. Heal, heal, please. And now bring your hands forward and put them together and press against each other as much you can. Press and make your bodies as tough as steel is. Synchronize, synchronize, Varta heart. Relax. Okay. Feel a little calm and sober. I don't like you to meditate, I want you to talk to next person. Come on. Don't meditate. Talk, 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 talk.
Just right here.
Yeah, I like to speak.
Please talk to each other anything other than serious. Something romantic, something happy, something loving. You have to do that. Come on, let's start. Come on, folks, come on now.
I have to drink that.
What I am trying to do today is bringing the balance of the body to shunya. Shunya means bringing the balanced body to zero. And that's a part of Partahar. And if you do not know how to bring yourself to zero, you must understand you will never know how to go yourself to 1,000. If you do not know at time to reverse the gear, you also do not know how to advance the gears. Life is based on gears. It's transmission, which is the secret to success. And that's the reality of life. When you need to go advance, you should be in a position to go advance. When you need to go reverse, you should be in a position to go reverse. Whether you go advance or you go reverse, that is important. But the most important thing is you must come to park, you must come to zero. And this thing in your life, that in the transition of going forward or backward, you do not know how to bring yourself to zero, causes stress, tension, nervous blowdown, blackout, and anything you want. It is necessary for you to go forward, but sometimes it is necessary for you to go backward. That is fine, that's within the rules, that's not wrong. It's necessary for you to act. It's necessary for you to react, but also it is essential for you to come being stand still. There are 3 C's in life. If you know the secret of these 3 C's, you can cross any sea of trouble. First C is, you must know how to contain yourself. If you know how to contain yourself, you shall be happy. There's no reason why not. Second C is, you must be content. If you are content, you should get all the opportunities you need. Third C is, you must be continuous. And if you are continuous, you develop a perpetual personality, you shall be trusted by all. These are the 3 C's. Whosoever knows the secret of these 3's can go through any troubled sea in peace, tranquility, and in excellence. First, contain yourself. Don't act and react. Come to zero, come to shunya, come to neutral. You have 3 minds, negative, positive, neutral. Negative mind is given to you by God. So everything what you hear, anything you hear, it tells you what's the danger in this. Then God gave you positive mind. Why you use not positive mind? It goes into the subconscious, pull out the old records. It happened to me, therefore it's going to happen to me again. That's where you fail. That's not positive mind. That is doubling the negative mind. Using the positive mind to double the negative mind, and that is the start of everybody's trouble. Positive mind is, this is negative and this is positive now, not the past. Past is already gone. Don't bring past. Those who bring past will never have a future. They'll come to dead end sooner or later. So please understand, you have to do what you have to do, and that is, use your negative mind, and don't worry that you think or not think. 1,000 thought per wink of the eye, this shashra, this seventh chakra, give it to you. So it is tremendous, it's too much, it's all over you. Thinking makes nothing. Then become feeling, then become desire, then you push, and then you get upset, then you freak out. It's all bogus. Negative mind tells you this is negative. Positive mind tells you this is positive. Neutral mind should tell you what to do. And that is shunya, that's partahar. That's a part of yoga they can't explain in books. Because that's something you have to develop. In no yoga book you'll find partahar. They'll say yam niyam, asana, pranayam, partahar, dharana, dhyan, samadhi. 8 things they will tell you. They'll tell you about everything. But when it comes to partahar, partahar is a partahar, that's it. In your life, why you are unhappy? Why? You are supposed to? No. Why you are poor? You are supposed to? No. Pehle bani pralabdha pache bano sri. The body was made, everything for it was provided first. Then structure was given, then it was decided at what longitude and latitude you are to be born. Which parents are you to born? What opportunities have to be given to you? It's all set. But you are never home. You are never home. Alice doesn't live here anymore. All you are hustling to be beautiful, to be charming, to be attractive. You are selling yourself 50% off, 100% off, 200%. Just get me. Get you for what? You are on sale, trouble can buy you too. You are attractive, you can attract a rapist or a pickpocketer. You want to look beautiful, somebody should exploit you. Hey, forget that. All you have to look you. Ad Puran. Arey Nanak says wonderful things. Ad Puran, Mad Puran, Ant Puran Parmeshwara. You are God. In the beginning you are perfect, in the middle you are perfect, in the end you are perfect. If you believe in the perfect, then for God's sake be perfect. Don't become yo-yos. My mood is off. I'll think about it. Well, what you can think? You are thinking all the time. You can't stop thinking. People say, I want to open my third eye. I say, I want to close mine. You know what you do? With negative mind, you think negative. Then positive mind, you double the negative. Then you start night dreams. When the subconscious gets filled, it starts leaking into consciousness, you start night dreaming, nightmares. Then you start daydreaming. and you start believing your daydreams, that's where you are mess. Because you are never you. I'm talking to a person what I'm looking at. Person is somewhere else. You're never home. I have never understood, I'm 62-year-old, why people live that way. Give God a chance. Where there's an I, there's never a thou. Where there's the thou, there is not an I. Where there's a love, there's no question. Where there's a question, there's no love. Don't you understand? It's simple mathematics. Where you are on sale, you will never get a right price. Diamonds are not sold on street corners. You lose your preciousness and you want to be loved, respected, forget it. You prostitute yourself and you think people are going to bow to you. You are a damn fool. Don't cheap yourself. Trust the God in you. God shall come through. God is everywhere. God is all. Even in a small thing, all is. S-M-A-L-L, all. It's in the spelling. Why are you trying to be miserable? Be able. Be dependable than miserable. Give somebody trust and live for it. Then you will know how to trust God. In God we trust, and we disbelieve everybody. What a wonderful ideology. There was one woman when I was counseling her. She was a Catholic like me, so she had to confess somebody. She couldn't go to her church and her father and all that. So she found me. She said, Yogi ji, I want to confess to you. I say, yeah, what is your confess? Don't confess anything. She said, but I have to confess. I say, yeah, you wanted to sleep with somebody, you remember you are a married woman, you didn't sleep, you come back home, you're feeling guilty. She said, how you know? I said, well, you want to confess? I'm confessing what you're going to confess. How you know? I said, it's not a question how you know, it's written on your face. I'm just reading it. Don't in Italian they read the script and they pronounce it looks like original? He said, isn't it a sin? I said, no. What is it? I said, you were very strong. You didn't sell yourself cheap. Your passion didn't blind you. Your character came through. You are real. I can't face my husband. I said, don't face him, love him. Who said face your husband? Did I say face your husband? No. I just love him. I have to tell him. I say, you ruin his marriage. He believes you. He trusts you. You're going to blow it. You're going to tell, I spread my leg. I wanted to, but I couldn't because you came through. In future, he'll say, hell with you. I should not tell him. I say, you should not tell yourself. Speak your strength, and that too humbly. Don't propagate your mistakes. Our behavior is based on a public relation where we tell everybody we are nervous, we are idiot, we are egomaniac, we are this, we are that. You know, all we want to say that we are God. If you really don't want to believe me, one day put a tape recorder around your neck, and tape your whole conversation all day, whosoever you talk to. If you listen to that at an evening, you'll find it out how terribly you talk, how much lie you speak. Don't believe me. Today is a modern world. Put a tape recorder around you. Listen to whatever you say. In the night, just replay it. You'll be shocked. You want to impress others. Isn't it foolish? You can't impress yourself and you impress others. You love others, you can't love yourself. What you can do to others which you cannot do to yourself? And whatever you cannot do to yourself, you can't give it to others. Empty glass will not quench the thirst. Because there's nothing in it. Hollow, shallow talks. Egomaniac conversations makes you cheap. Remember, God is 3 letters. G, generate. O, organize. D, deliver yourself or destroy yourself. That is your choice. That's your free will. In relationship, either deliver the relationship or destroy it. There shall not be another chance. You are all miserable. You don't understand one thing. In the beginning there was a word was with God, and word was God. A wrong spoken word can damage unto infinity. Every word you speak become Akashic record. You can't wipe it out. It will haunt you and it will hunt you till your death. Speak truthfully. Speak simply, straightforwardly, and with a smile. Never try to impress others. Try to impress yourself. Find happiness within you. Find an attitude of gratitude. Be happy what God has given you. All happiness will come to you. Birds of the same feather flock together. If you are happy, happiness will come to you. Because happiness wants to go where happiness is. The most beautiful song you taught me in America, I love it. I sing it all the time. Can we sing that for a minute? Happiness runs. Come on, speak. Why? Because. What do you want to learn after this? If you know this song, you have to learn nothing. What it says, happiness runs in a circular motion. Life is in a circle. Happiness is in a circle. Where it starts, it'll come there again. You want to run your happiness like this. Now, no. It doesn't go diagonally. Don't even ask for it. Life is like a little boat upon the sea. Right? You are a drop in the ocean. What's the next line? Everything is a part of everything anyway. Whether you like it or not. It is because it is. Right? What is the next line?
You can have it all if you let yourself be.
You can have it all if you
Let yourself
be home. You can get it all. Why? Because that's the way it is. Why? Oh, because. Why? Why happiness in circle? Why I can have it all? Why I let it be? Why? Because that's the way it is. You also taught me other things. I am freezing. I am starving? I don't know. You know how shocking for me when I came to United States when people say, beautiful people, I don't know. You know what my impression used to be? I couldn't believe a human doesn't know. Never heard of. Never understood. It was a shock to me. If there's a temperature 60 degrees instead of 65, I'm freezing. Well, what's wrong with you? You're not freezing. And if 6 o'clock you didn't eat, let it be 7. I am starving. Go to Africa, find out what starving is. You will know it. You are just starving because at 3 o'clock you ate 3 pizzas. You are starving. Ton of double cottage, you are starving. Oh God, who are you? What the Americans leave as a leftover, 1/3 of the world can feed out of that. You are nothing but wasteful, wasteful, wasteful nation. God gave you abundance. Look what you have done. In 200 years, you have polluted the country. You have ruined your mind and your mental status. God came to you with AIDS now. If you would not had intercourse with the green monkeys, you would not have got AIDS. You have intercourse, physical intercourse with sheep, you got syphilis. Intercourse with goats, you got gonorrhea. Now you've had a beautiful intercourse with green monkeys, and now you got AIDS. What are you going to do with it? This started from Zaire. There was a taboo that these monkeys are untouchable. Nobody used to go in forest, nobody used to touch them. When they change their religion, they become Muslim, they want to break the taboo. They kill them, they cook them, they eat them. They got it. Now it's a worldwide disease. It's killing us in and out. It's a terminal disease. When we break the natural law, we get the natural calamity. With all your refrigerators, your air conditioning, your cars, your beautiful furniture, your houses, your bathrooms and everything, you are inside very unhappy. Because you don't believe the happiness runs in a circular motion. Circle is complete. Anything which is momentary, commotional is not complete. Start to end is the same point. It can't be different. You can't work under somebody. You cannot work over somebody. You cannot obey, you cannot command. You cannot love, you cannot be loved. Where are those 10 commandments? Bring me. You know, I went back into time, I said, why Jews are suffering? I found the answer. Have you seen the story, Moses? Have you? Many of you. Oh, my glasses. You know that Moses gave 10 commandments to the Jews. Is that true? Right? But Moses was not allowed to enter the promised land. Is that true? Right? Yeah, it's right, I know it. Now listen to these 10 commandments exactly the way they should be, not as the way they are. And see how convenient it is to become a Jew. Just watch this. That's why he was not allowed, he just gave commandments. And after atonement, it's good to read them. Thou shalt have no other God before thee. Is that true? Thou shalt conquer the earth, the Lord is peace. Thou shalt not take the name of the Lord in vain. Thou shalt never be polluted. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. Thou shalt live in peace and rest. Honor thy father and thy mother. The identity shall be perfect. Thou shalt not kill. Thou shalt not be killed. Thou shalt not commit adultery. The purity shall be granted. Love thy neighbor, and the entire neighborhood shall love thee. Thou shalt not steal. All shall belong to thee. Thou shalt not bear false witness. The power to witness my creation shall be thine. Thou shalt not covet the neighbor's wife, nor the neighbor's goods. The universe shall never question thy will, and all goods shall come to thee. These are the 10 promises which should have done with 10 commandments. It would have been very convenient alphabets. See what I do sitting under a tree? Make things for you. Oh, this you should read. It's a long... The psychological facets of a person's identity from a lecture by Siri Singh Sahib, August 13, 1991. You're a good reader? Come on, then read them. These are kind of mischief. I sit under the tree and do it.
From every individual?
Yeah.
Every individual is a complete unit, and all individuals are divided into 3 categories. 1, human beings. 2, balloons. 3, bags. Human beings are those who carry the light, show the path to others, serve the mission, sacrifice, commit, and obey. Balloons are those who puff themselves up. They can be very charming and very attractive, but they look much greater than they really are. If a balloon has $10, he talks like he has $100,000. If he has a little knowledge, he makes it seem that God had intercourse with him and revealed the secrets of the universe to him. Balloons brag. They create the illusion of a majestic ship on which you can sail, but if the needle of reality pricks it, all you hear is the pop, and then find you have fallen in the ocean without even a life jacket to keep you afloat. The balloon disappears, and those who were taken in by their inflated projection and conception are devastated. The 3rd type of individual is the bag. A bag will absorb whatever you put into them. They make no discrimination between nectar or garbage. To them, it's all the same. Bags are an essential part of society and an essential part of God. If you overfill them, they will burst. Otherwise, they will keep you going. These are the words of the bag. I don't know. I can't think that way. I don't think so. I'm not satisfied. Complaining, nagging, depressed to the depth, and they can drown you in it. They are expert, and they have a PhD in it. Bags are the highest qualified people, but they are mentally, lunatically sick. And they think they have to accept within them the whole world. Whatever happens, they always feel they have got something. It is the funniest psychological concept of the human mind. Bags comprise 70% of society, balloons 20%, and humans 10%, out of which 1% are the beings. That is how the manufacturing computer of Almighty God habitates the earth. Every individual, right or wrong, good or bad, has a mission. Every mission has a magnitude, and every magnitude of mission requires manners and attitude. You can desire something and you can deserve something. But if you don't have the attitude and the manners to accomplish it or maintain it, you won't have it. That's why our marriages break, that's why our children leave us, and that's why we attain wealth for a while, but then ultimately fall on our face. We can't handle it. Two things are essential to accomplish the mission. One is attitude and one is manners. 80 to 90% of those persons living on this planet Earth leave with the thought, I did nothing, I accomplished nothing. They came unfulfilled, they lived unfulfilled, and they left unfulfilled. Here are the various categories of people and how they function in life. A, go and get it. They are restless and they get it. B, somebody should get it for them. C, get it and give it to me. D, I was supposed to get it. What are you doing here? E, ease out and leave it for me. I am real. F, don't confuse me. Don't bother me. G, I'm God. What I say is real. I am everything. If you don't know me, you don't know a thing. Get out of my life. We call them God upside down people. Normally they are very intellectual, very accomplished, and very studied. They can speak on any subject and be extremely convincing. We also call them coffee house preachers. They go to the coffee house and drink a lot of coffee and talk until the place closes. H, these people are fascinating, highly sensitive and highly insensitive. You can never figure them out. They neither make any sense to themselves nor to anyone else. But they look pretty, they dress well, and their first appearance is very exciting. They are like beavers. They create dams and stop everything. I, the intellectuals. Intellectuals are never intelligent, but they feel completely perfect. They drone on and on, expounding their knowledge, and after a while you can listen no longer. They sound like a quacking duck, and when people see them coming, they avoid them. Intelligent people are those who know intellectually, but they adopt the aptitude. When an intellectual adapts the aptitude for patience, then he conceives the mission. J, jokers. They know everything, but they don't know anything. They can be anything. Like water, they have no shape of their own, but take the shape of whatever contains them. They will tell you they are an expert, but they will not stick to anything. Jokers never have the prime role. They are expert trainers and expert followers, but they will never be the star or of the show of life. They are transitory because humor cannot last. That is the law of humor. The same is true of joy. You feel it, you enjoy it, you taste it, and the next minute it's something else. K, they are kind, they are one of a kind, and they kindle love in every heart. L, long talkers. They take 60 sentences to convey one little thought. You should run away when you see them coming. M, there are two types in this category. They mean and they are mean. There is nothing in between. Whatever they communicate, they mean. Or, whenever they talk, it burns you to death. They are very mean. There is no third category in this. N, neutral people. They are mostly juice people. This is how they talk. This is fine. This can be fine too. I agree with you. You agree with me. We have agreed on it. It's done, but I can't participate. That will happen after 2 hours of talking and when everything is said and done. That's all they have, ifs and buts. O, they are a nucleus of our society. They organize everything. They are extremely successful, very joyous, very kind, and highly penetrating. P, if you do not look at their personality and give them a proper pedestal and proper perspective, they shall, in 1 second, take 1 second to pee on you. The majority of them are in control of things. That is the planet Earth's tragedy. They are the source of all suffering and all wars. They are control-oriented. They do anything and everything just to be in control. They can be psychotic, neurotic, obnoxious, or sweet and pleasant lovers. There is no facet of life which they cannot present under the motivation to control. Q, it doesn't matter what you say to them. You will have a quick question. They question everything to death, and they create duality everywhere. They are troubleshooters. Their analytical faculty is invaluable in business. But in normal life, forget it. R, they are sneaks. They are snakes. They are reserved. You can't get a thing out of them. That's their faculty. They are very good for intelligence work. You shred them, you hang them, you butcher them. They won't say a thing. In normal life, you will never know where they are at. Never ever depend on what they say. They are in their own world. Until you penetrate their reserve and find out what is their guiding line, you better keep your distance. S, sincere, serviceful, sanitary, and sensible. They have a solution to everything. Tell them a thing, it is solved. Ask them a question, it is answered. Make a deal, it is forever. Great people, nothing like them. T, trampoline people. These are the only people whose aura moves up and down. Normally the aura expands and contracts with the arc line, but theirs moves up and down. When they talk, you do not know where it is going. You can never figure it out, no matter how intelligent and quick you are. Nothing penetrates them. You people. They are double eyes connected at the bottom. This you is a rapid cannon fire that never stops. You becomes yo, and you run. Their projection is very powerful. They reach and penetrate any psyche to get their point across. They are wonderful public relations people, but living with them is like living on a grill. They will roast you to death. V. These are very rare people. They come, they see, they conquer, they experience victory. They know the devil, they know the divine, and they know they go to victory. It is in their mind, their soul, and in their being. W, working class. If you ever make a working personality a managing personality, you will lose it. Working people do not want responsibility. They are never administrators. They love to work, but after work, they don't care if they are human or not. They think they are done. Their limit as a human is just work. X, they cut everything. They are living human negativity. You can never get from them one word of positivity. Why people are the source of every trouble. These are the people who are always asking why and because, why and because. You can never get out of that. Z people are very rare. They have the zeal to inspire themselves and the zeal to inspire others. They are people of infinity. Z people come once in a while like avatars, like guides, like messengers of God. There is no pain which can hurt them. There is no reality which can limit them. There are no circumstances which deter them. There's nothing which can stop them. Z people come with the will of God. They live with the will of God. They leave with the will of God. They are like infinity people. Their zeal penetrates through. Even death cannot stop them. Fear of death stops everybody. Fear of family, fear of poverty. These fears are not imaginary. These fears stop us. These fears stop us in our intelligence, our creativity, our reality, our personality, and our expansion. Fears exist to stop you. Fear is such an imaginary reality that it kills your reality. But in Z people, nothing can stop them.
Well, what I did this summer, I sat under a tree, cherry tree, and I taught a class every day. Those classes are available on tape if you want to. But those classes are like this. Those are classes of Yogi Bhajan PhD, Dr. Yogi Bhajan PhD. That's where we describe the humanity, human life and human projections. Classify them. This is a pamphlet. If you want to have it, you have to come to the yoga center and ask them to give you a copy so you can understand which category you fall. 10 Commandments, you can get them also. And there are like more lot of things. Normally, it is not expected of me to run around anymore. So I like to rest myself in this sense. But what I do, I sit down and I'm creating a psychology of vitality, because I have believed it's not the people who want to suffer, it is the power inside which is suffering us. When inside there is no energy, outside words become painful. If there's no vitality inside to meet outside, then we can't meet. Then we are afraid to meet outside, and in that fear, we mess up a lot of things. And that's what I am trying to create, an association of psychologists in the United States Because I don't believe that you can do ha, and all that, it is going to work out. I want people just to come, get their position straight, get their power within themselves, go, work, make it. Life is a very precious gift. It's meant to be lived. And when you are scared, and when you are on sale, and when you are in your territorial struggle, you are you. There's no part of God with you. You're not with God. You as I fighting the whole world. The whole world belongs to God, not to you. So you want your own niche, you want only little thing in the Word of God. Why don't you flow with the flow of God and be happy? Why don't you believe one thing but Nanak said, let it be. Let the hand of God guide you, carry you and be with you. You don't need anybody. I'm a living example in the United States. When I came to Canada, I was a guest of Canadian government. It didn't work out, it was too cold. I came to California. I didn't have a billboard, I'm a yogi. I had a pokedar pink turban, striped bush shirt and striped pant. And how much I know America? One day I want to wash my bush shirt. I put that soap they told me to put 24 cents, put my shirt in. All I got a pulp. What happened to it, I still don't know. True, true. I walked in the street of America without shoes, without clothes, without friends. Look in 20 years what I've done. You know why? I believe happiness is our birthright. It's no favor to us. That's the difference. I don't teach misery. I don't teach, oh, you're born in sin. I don't know what sin is. When you think of sin, you stink. You are not born in sin, you are born in image of God. You are not wrong, you are very right. You can't be wrong. God Almighty made you to be who you are. Trust it, believe it. The perfect God cannot make better than you anything whatsoever it may be. If you have not recognized you are made in God, recognize it today. Believe it, trust it, and be it. Your life will change. Your environments will change. Prosperity, opportunity will come to you. Don't worry. Because you make yourself belittle by worrying, by being afraid. Expand. Trust in the infinity of God. The infinity of God shall come through you. I remember once in Los Angeles, in my yoga class, a woman came and she said, Yogi ji, I want to get married. And I said, well, find somebody. She said, after 7 marriages, which never last more than 3 months, you are telling me to find somebody? I said, well, your turnout is very quick. She said, that's the way it is. I find somebody, I love them, I want to marry them, they marry me. I don't know what's wrong with me or with them, they all leave. I said, okay, do me one simple thing. What? I said, just don't marry anybody. if somebody tell you, I really want to marry you, tell him no. And still he marries you, then get married. After 4 years, he found such a person. She called me, she said, I have to marry him in spite of my every no. I say, yes, 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 you should. You know him? I say, he's my yoga student too. Well, how you know him? I say, he's pushing me from last 1 year to tell you to marry him. Why don't you tell me? I say, why? I said no, what I told you no. And in spite of all the no, but what you told him about me? I told him, moment she touches a man, he becomes a beetle. When she talks a man, he becomes fly. When she sleeps with a man, he disappears. But still he wants to marry you. I think you should. They are still happily married. And she always asks him, my love, is there any complaint about me? He said, no, 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 not at all. No complaint. You are perfect. Oh no, there must be something wrong in me. He said, maybe, I don't see it. You might have heard something. He said, not at all. Who can tell me about you? None, 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 none. Because he asked me how I should deal with this woman. I said, simple thing learned from monkeys. And that's why I gave them the marriage present. See no wrong, hear no wrong, say no wrong. And I said, nothing will go wrong. In his office, those big 3 monkeys sits. In his bedroom, those 3 monkeys sits. In his drawing room. And in his entryway, there's a big mirror. In the center of that, there is those 3 monkeys. He not only sees them, believes them, he practices them. Because he loves that woman. Where there's a love, there's no question. Where there's a question, there's no... Then it's a business. Then give and take. Then it's a loss and profit. Then there's an argument and harmony. Then there's a war and destruction. We who are by the will of God must learn to live by the will of God. We have not even designed our nose. How can we design our day? You do not know why you have blue eyes and why I have brown eyes. I don't know. You do not know why your hairs become grey when you're old and why they are black or blonde when you're young. You do not know when you're born why they are short and why they become long. What do you want to know? You are here by the will of God. Learn to live by the will of God. And the will of God is, let it be. And that's what said Nanak. The whole world stood against him. He stood alone against the whole world. He stood by the word of God. He said, Hukum Rajain Chalana, Nanak Likhya Naal. He said, by the will of God, it's written in your destiny, it will bring you all happiness. If anything else you bring in, you will bring trouble. We'll meet tomorrow, but I have to have you for 3 minutes to prepare for tomorrow, okay? Please, balance yourself now. Left in, right up, both palms down. And just don't touch it. No, don't do the mistake. It's a very powerful exercise. Do it right. Just move it and whole body with it, please. Up and down, whole body will move. The spine will rest. You'll be grateful to me for this exercise. Do it right. Both at the same time, whole body, whole body. You have to do it 3 minutes. It doesn't matter much. Come on. Fast, fast. It's a fast thing. Breath of fire, fast, 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 fast. Fast, fast, it will uplift you. Fast, fast. Now this cheating. No slow. Aren't you New Yorkers? Everything fast? Breath of fire fast, movement fast, spine. Best thing is to adjust your spine. That's the best. Open up your vertebrae and the disc and balance that out so that there may not be any injury in future. That's all. Bring flexibility. That's all it does. Come on, keep going. 1 more minute. This is last minute. Now let's try. Hurry up. Come on, beautiful people, you have done it so well. Aha. Don't give up now. Not now. Move. This is the moment. Ha. Move. Move the spine with it. Ah. Just bump up. That's why you know why the God gave you big butts, just so you can jump up. Come on. Use the pads. Move. There's a vagus nerve there. Come on. Move it. Now inhale, hold tight. Now synchronize the body. Absolutely tighten every muscle. This has to be only once, therefore don't expect I'm going to do it again. Tighten it. Tight. Let it go. Okay. May the long time sun shine on you. Lord God, the Creator, create in us the peace, tranquility, harmony. Put our all pieces together so that we live our inner peace, share peace with others. Give us the strength to bring peace to the Mother Earth and to stop ruining it forever for our own generations. Lord God, you gave us beautiful Mother Earth, Heavenly Fathers, and in that protection you created us in thy own image. Give us the realization, the reality, the tranquility, the peace to absorb it, observe it, and enjoy it. Make our day under thy command, under thy will. May we live in thy name, in thy light, in thyself. Give us the strength of love. Give us this time and space to live in that love. Help us to be the most loving, dynamic, and pure people, so we can understand thy power through our purity and our victory through thy grace. Satnam. God bless you, and many, many thanks for coming today. If you choose to come tomorrow, you are set for it, and we'll meet again. And after that, I'll ask your permission to leave for Washington, D.C. and back to the divine heavens, God Espinal. Thank you. Aha.